with regard to requests to adjourn our meeting today. Obviously, that will be happening later, but in memoriam, in the name of somebody generally from Santa Clara County who's made great contributions to the community. And Supervisor Chavez and I have both requested of the board that we adjourn today in memory and honor of Henry Lee. He was certainly a pillar of the community here in Santa Clara County, in San Jose, and actually in other metropolitan areas of the country where he was not only a successful business person, but a philanthropist and someone who gave a great deal of his time to the community in general. Like so many Vietnamese American immigrants, he came here as a refugee, fleeing with his parents and family in a boat from Vietnam. He and his brother started a small catering business with one truck back in 1981, and from there they expanded, became a chain of sandwich shops. So many of us know as Lee Sandwiches. They started by selling a particular popular sandwich to the Vietnamese community, but expanded their menu and their offerings to all residents. Henry then expanded that business operation beyond Santa Clara County, including into Biloxi, Mississippi in the south. He was very, very active in local causes, Vietnamese causes such as the Vietnamese Heritage Society. He was a founding member of the Vietnamese American National Gala, an organization aimed at uniting Vietnamese Americans and creating greater visibility for the community. He also advocated, going back many, many years, for access to services, particularly city services for Vietnamese Americans. I can attest to him coming to my office next door at the old City Hall years ago, asking for the relocation of one of the branch libraries that was being established into an area where we better serve the Vietnamese community on Tully Road, and that in fact happened, in part due to his persuasion. What I remember him most for is when Hurricane Katrina hit, he immediately went to check on his business interests, but was touched by the needs of everyone else who had suffered. I remember talking to him on the phone at that time, calling him to ask him for help here in Santa Clara County, not realizing that he was in Biloxi at the time. He picked up the phone there and let me know that he had his hands full with the devastation caused by the hurricane, and I asked him when he would be returning to Santa Clara County so I could try to enlist him in this other cause. And I'll never forget his response when I asked him when he'll be back. He said, "When I'm done helping people here." And he did stay there for quite a long time. And that's, I think, a huge part of his legacy, is that beyond business, beyond civic activities, beyond any kind of ordinary philanthropy like writing a check, he was about helping people. And he particularly concerned himself locally with young people, arts, supporting music and the arts in our public schools. You would sometimes see him sitting in the audience of a 9th or an 8th grade music production, sitting back and enjoying the music. He lived in my district currently, and also my former city council district, along with his wife, Deb, and his children. As I noted, I had the pleasure of knowing him personally, working with him. I had the opportunity to represent the Board of Supervisors at his memorial service over the weekend. We all send our condolences out to his family and friends, and we want them to know that he will be remembered for his compassion for generations, but probably more importantly, he will be remembered because of the family that he established here and the good work that they will continue to do. I understand several of those family members are here today. If you would just all stand up, and if I miss somebody, don't hesitate to correct the record, because I think I have less names than the number of people who are out there. But Henry's brother, Chu Lee, his aunt Annie Lee, his son Brian Lee, his daughter Cindy, and his mother. His mother. Thank you for being here. Again, we're extremely sorry for the loss. He obviously passed away far too young, but we'll continue to remember his spirit here. Thank you so much. Supervisor Chavez.
Thank you, and thank you very much for being here. I wanted to just acknowledge a couple of things about Henry, and one was that, you know, we're a region that a lot of people come from all over the world and sort of, you know, plant their flag and grow businesses and do amazing things. What made Henry extraordinary from my perspective was that as soon as he started to have success, he began to share it. And he didn't just share it with the Vietnamese community, he shared it with